Hello everyone. So today we shall study about heat transfer.
Heat exchangers. This is a lecture 2. So today we will be learning about problems on logarithmic mean temperature difference, that is LMTD. Okay. So this is one of the problem which is correlated with respect to counterflow and parallel flow. So let's see how to solve this. A counterflow double pipe heat exchanger using superheated steam. So what is the fluid here? Superheated steam. Understand? Superheated steam. Okay. Is used to heat a hot water at a rate of 10,500 kgs per hour. He has given the flow rate. Now the steam enters the heat exchanger at 180 degrees Celsius and leaves 130 degrees Celsius. Okay. The inlet and exit temperatures of water are 30 degree and 80 degree. Okay. So he has given the temperature distributions of both hot water and cold water. Now if overall heat transfer coefficient from steam to water is 814. Okay. So what he has given, the value of U. Calculate the heat transfer area. It is asking to find the value of area of the heat exchanger. Okay. And what I is asking, what would be the increase in area if the flows were parallel? Okay. So initially he has given the temperature distribution with respect to counterflow. Okay. So with respect to this you have to calculate the value of U. Similarly he is asking what happens if the same counterflow is replaced with the parallel flow. So what would be the increase in the area of heat exchanger? Okay. So let's see how to solve this problem. Initially he has given the mass flow rate, just write it down. Next the temperature distributions. So now the flow is counter. Okay. So keep one thing in mind, always theta 1 theta 2 is nothing but theta 1 is temperature difference at the inlet and temperature difference at the outlet is T2. Okay. So we have to he has given the temperatures of hot water and cold water. Just substitute the values of theta 1 and theta 2. Okay. So that you will get the temperature theta mean is equals to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Next one. The heat transfer coefficient. Okay, this is the universal formula, that is Q is equals to U A theta M. Okay. So theta M is known. Next one is we need to calculate the value of area. So Q is equals to U A theta M. Q you know how to calculate MCP delta T. Okay, with respect to cold water we have taken. Similarly U has given area, we have to find theta M, we found it before. So if you substitute all the values you will get the area in terms of meter square, that is 7.5 meter square. So area is this much. Now what is asking, what happens if the flow is parallel? Similarly apply the uh, theta m with respect to parallel flow. Okay, so that we will get the temperature difference as theta 91 degrees Celsius. Now apply the formula, sim Q is equals to U A theta m. So similarly applying this formula we will get the value of area. So okay, now so what is asking, what is the what is the percentage increase in area? Okay, so just replace 7.5 and 8.24 in terms of percentage reduction, you will get the increase in area. So this is the problem. Okay, so let's see how to solve this problem. Now steam enters a counterflow heat exchanger, disaturated at 10 bar and leaves at 350 bar degrees Celsius. The mass flow of steam is 800 kg per minute. The gas enters the heat exchanger at 650 degrees Celsius and mass flow rate is 1350 kg per minute. Okay. Now if the tubes are 30 mm diameter and 3 meter long, he has given the dimensions of the tube. Determine the number of tubes required. So what he is asking, the value of N. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. Neglect the resistance offered by the metallic tubes. Okay, so what are you asking, neglect the resistance offered. So what is the value of this, we shall delete in the solving the problem. Okay, so he has given certain data with respect to steam and gas. Okay, so let's see how to use these values to solve this problem. Okay, so initially he has given the flow is counter flow. Just draw the figure with respect to counter flow and indicate the temperatures at both the sides. Now so with respect to mass flow rates he has given and temperature distributions he has given. Okay, diameters and length he has given. So let's see how to find the value of N, that is number of tubes required. So initially to balance the energy equation, so heat lost by the gas will be almost equals to the heat gained by the steam. So MCP delta T with respect to gases will be equal to the both. So from this equation we can find the value of hot water temperature at outlet. Okay, next. So this is the equation. So what is this equation with respect to heat transfer coefficient? Okay, so as we know he has given the dimensions of the tube. Okay, he is asking to neglect the resistance. Okay, so consider with respect to the steam side. So So this is the formula. Okay, so in the question he has not mentioned about the inlet and outlet diameter, just he has mentioned with respect to the diameter. So we will consider diameters both are equal. So this is the equation, general equation. Okay, so just substitute, we will get the value of u. So next is total heat transfer rate. Okay, this q is equals to u at t time. So what is the area? Area is nothing but pi dl. Okay, so hence he is asking the number of joules, just multiply it with respect to n. Okay, so this becomes the area. So just substitute this value of area in terms of this equation. Okay, so then theta m, you know how to find the value only if you know the temperature differences of both hot water and cold water. Okay, just substitute it back, you will get the value of theta m. Just substitute back, you will get here in this equation, q is known, u is known, theta m is known. In area only n is the unknown value. Okay, so if you find it out, you will get the values of 503 tubes. Okay, so total amount of tools required for the heat exchanger is 503 tubes. So thank you guys. So this completes the basic understanding about logarithmic mean temperature difference problems based on Fouling factors. Okay, so thank you.